No, you know, it's all about learning. It's a learning experience. If everything goes right, yes, you can win a tournament, but if it doesn't go exactly to plan, perhaps, well, what have you learned? What can you improve on? What can be better for next time? So they'll take a lot away from this.
Germany have taken the bronze medal. We turn our attention now to the recurve men's team gold medal match. And two teams, really, who've got nothing to lose here. Uzbekistan facing Slovenia.
Representing Uzbekistan, Chen. Amirkan Sadikov. Ozotbek Ungalov. On target number 2, representing Slovenia, Luka Arnes. Then Adrian Malavasic. Miha Rosic. The line judge for this match is Irfan Challenge.
So teams announced out to the audience here. Chen starts for Uzbekistan with Amir Khan Sadikov and Ozodbek Ungalov. And the Slovenians have Luka Arnes, then Habjan Malavasic and Miha Rosic in their lineup. Two teams that you don't necessarily see. Well, certainly not this lineup of the teams that you see that often at this stage. So nothing to lose. Uzbekistan take on Slovenia for gold here at the Spring Arrows. Malavasic starting things off for Slovenia, handing over to Rosic here.
Nice grouping from them, both a little bit left, making some adjustments to their sights.
Slovenia drifting off to the left with their first 3 arrows.
7 points.
It's over to the right for Uzbekistan.
Yeah, look at the angle on that one to the right, just slightly tail out to the right. It looks like it might have been pushed a little bit by the wind. Sometimes it may be just a bad release or difference in that release, but looks like it got caught a little bit.
Galov into the middle though for a 25, just what the Uzbeks needed. Well, 3 10s here for Slovenia and they'll be 2-0 up, just like that.
Too much adjustment maybe. Lovely group in that left side of the 9. Flip to the other side.
Well, what a turnaround here. Slovenia looking like they had their hands on these first 2 set points. Now Uzbekistan have a big chance.
7 points.
That looked like a good, strong, solid shot. I think, you know, the nerves are getting in a little bit to some of these archers, and what we call a soft shot, if you're just coming off the front arm slightly, see them go right a little bit.
Well, it was just enough. 50 plays 49, so Uzbekistan nicking, to some extent, the points in that first set. Look, we talked at the beginning about there's not much for these two teams to lose. They can really go for it here, but again, we're seeing those nerves.
Yeah, of course, you know, this is the first outdoor international of the season. It's so hard to recreate what this feels like in practice. You know, you can try and put pressure on each other with all sorts of different you know, rewards or forfeits, but actually being out in a stadium like this with the TV cameras in your face it's hard to recreate this.
Well, that's what these warm-ups are for, to get these two teams, well, all the teams here, ready for the season ahead. Uzbekistan being supported in the crowd here, along with the other teams. It's quite a good turnout here. Mainly the delegations. I think we know there are many reasons for that, but it does start to, especially being in the same venue as the first World Cup, it does start to feel like the season is really about to get underway here.
Yeah, we're just 2 weeks away. So exciting to be back here in Antalya for the first stage of the Hyundai World Cup this year. I can't wait.
Well, one of these two teams is going to be walking into that tournament with a gold medal, and at this very venue. Uzbekistan leading Slovenia for gold in the recurve men's team event here at the Spring Arrows. So Slovenia will shoot first, and it's Habjan Malavasic up on the shooting line for them to get set number 2 underway.
Much better start for them, like we saw in the first set. See if they can maintain it on the second half. Really long hold, bit of shaking, got to come through that clicker.
7-8.
And that's the result for Galov. We'll go for a measure. Marked up as a 7 for now, but could get promoted to an 8. Slovenia can put this out of reach either way.
9 points.
Just been watching the front elbow. Got to stay strong.
10 points.
A 9 potentially puts this out of reach. A 10 certainly does.
10 points.
And is into the 10 and a 57, and the grouping for Slovenia is getting better. They started with a 49, they've shot a 57. That's a big change in score.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, 57, just dropping the 3 points, that's the world class. You know, that's fantastic shooting. So what a difference a set can make.
Eight points.
All going low, aren't they?
Yeah, sometimes a bit of the nerves can just bring them down a little bit if the shot's a little bit soft. Got to keep your full power, confidence of your shot.
Nine points.
Well, they've provisionally matched the score in their first set, so consistent for Uzbekistan, but Slovenia have turned things around here. They shot a 57 and they've levelled the set points to 2 apiece here for this gold medal. Low arrows for Uzbekistan. Nikki, you started to talk about why. Just give us a little bit more depth into that. What you talk about confidence of shot?
Yeah, I mean, just generally speaking, that sometimes when you get into a competition, if you're feeling a bit nervous, what can happen is you kind of ease off a little bit. So we want these nice pressures of the front arm going forward, the back arm coming around and onto the back. And sometimes your brain kind of tells you just to, you know, just soften off a little bit, be careful. And sometimes we see the arrows dropping a little bit. So again, you just got to stick to the normal shot process, be confident, be strong. Easier said than done, right?
It certainly is.
57 points. It is 2 against 2.
Well, you heard it from the stadium announcer. It's 2 apiece between Uzbekistan and Slovenia after 2 sets of this recurve men's team gold medal match at the Spring Arrows. We're going to set number 3. Slovenia looking very strong though. Will be Uzbekistan, who will watch them shoot first in this third set. Slovenia looking confident.
Big shaking. I think he probably felt his clicker. As that arrow comes through under the clicker, sometimes if you go forward a little bit, you feel a bit of pressure, and just a little flinch from him before he managed to just keep the shot flowing.
Just to keep you on your toes, Nikki.
Eight points.
Most important thing about recurve is it's dynamic, it's movement, it's flow. You know, you mustn't stop at full draw. You've just got to keep this super slow motion movement around and through.
10 points.
Harnish trying to steady the ship there for Slovenia. 27, not bad, out of potential 30.
7 points.
Just not rolling for Chen today. Yao Yu Chen shooting first and fourth.
9 points.
Sadikov in the middle there for Uzbekistan has been the steadying of the ship for them. And Galov has been up and down, shooting 3rd and 6th.
10 points.
Really found their groove here, haven't they, Slovenia? Got into this match. Still looking a little bit nervous, but getting more comfortable.
£9.
It's more than enough, and like you say, getting into their groove. Crikey, they really are in the groove. 4-2 up for sure. So what are the Uzbeks going to do here? I mean, Nikki, we've got a chance here. They can't win this set. Can you have a look at the technique of these three?
10 points.
There you go, straight in the 10. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to be a pressure thing. You know, how often do Uzbekistan get to shoot in this kind of pressure environment? They've done so well here to get into the finals matches. So you've just got to, you know, get into this experience, learn as much as you can from it. You know, it's normal to be nervous. You're not going to get rid of nerves, but it's about managing them and getting the best from yourself when you are nervous.
Galov into the 10 to finish things off for a 52. Their best score so far, but they find themselves 4 set points to 2 down in this gold medal match against Slovenia. Uzbekistan started with 2 points, but they only needed a 50 for that. Biggest score in the set in the third, a 52. Slovenia, though, Luka Arnes there with the orange hat. Looking very strong indeed. I mean, you talk about nerves, but what's interesting about this Uzbek team is they don't really give much away. There's not much emotion on their face. No happiness, no joy. That doesn't look like they're under any kind of pressure. I mean, we see some teams that are like that, try and stay completely emotive.
Yeah, poker face. I mean, I think that's quite important when you're on the shooting line. Some people sort of give away, oh, bad shot, you know, they'll automatically sort of, oh no, but that kind of gives your opponent a bit of a boost. You know, you've given away that you're not shooting well, you're not in the right place, so if you can remain fairly poker face, that's a good place to be. Not giving away any negativity. I always like to see, you know, positive reinforcement. I used to just nod my head when you shoot that beautiful shot and that intrinsic feeling of an arrow leaving the bow, and you get this kind of head nod and you feel good. That's what you want to see, that positive reinforcement.
Getting a good look there, Luka Arnes, the anchor for Slovenia. A colourful chap in more ways than one. Slovenia leading 4-2. Uzbekistan to shoot first. Yao Yu Chen gets the fourth set underway. A must win for them and a 7. Well, is it going to be enough?
Just looking at the holes in their target face, very left-right. They've not got much wrong up and down. Whether the wind's playing a tiny factor there, we see that flag moving a little bit. These archers are probably aiming off, perhaps around the edge of the goal, that sort of thing.
10 points.
Just like that, at 27. By far their best score so far through the first 3 arrows. How's it going to affect Slovenia? Well, it's not.
That front elbow, that bit of shake. Doesn't look 100% straight to me, just slightly off. But they're going in the 10. Luca really reminds me of Brady Ellison. Very similar in his kind of head position, stance.
10, 10, 10. A solid 30 points for Slovenia.
Oh, real pressure on Chen again.
9 points. Eight points. Nine points.
Well, massive opportunity here for Slovenia.
9 points.
See the head nod, see the positive reinforcement. He felt a good shot. Okay, it was just out.
Well, it's more than enough. Slovenia started with a 49, but they have upped their game in sets 2, 3 and 4 to take the gold medal here. Luka Arnes, then Habjan Malavasic and Mihai Rosic take gold for Slovenia here at the Spring Arrows in Antalya.